Surprise.
Hey guys, PickSurprise here. Now, I have something a little bit different. I have something very serious that I want to address here today. Now, if there's one thing that I've always hated on YouTube, or actually on any major video sharing platform, it is fake content, from fake pranks to fake social experiments. It encourages disingenuous behavior and lack of consideration for others. If you don't know me, I'm PickSurprise. I'm the creator behind the Discord Predator Hunting series. I started it pretty much 2 years ago, as of the 23rd of this month. And believe it or not, episode 1 of that series was the first ever video on YouTube to be called Discord Predator Hunting. And for some reason, that point is still contested today, for whatever reason. As my series started to gain popularity, which I was very happy about, I also started to see many, and I mean many, other channels creating content that was somewhat similar or identical to my own. I sometimes even mistook other people's thumbnails for my own work. Suddenly, all I saw were tens of hundreds of these other channels literally having a contest of who could rip each other off the hardest. But as far as I'm aware, these channels all had something in common, and that was that the events they portrayed and images they showed were all real. Now, as good as it sounds that I've influenced other channels to do pretty much the same thing, which it predominantly is, raising awareness on a subject that does need more attention and getting certain people off the internet who shouldn't be on there. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. It predominantly is. But with this certain exposure to this very sensitive topic, it does leave a chance for some low-life scum to come along and try to pass a scripted atrocity on a sensitive subject such as this as a work of non-fiction, when in reality it's all staged and fake. In other words, he is literal filth. The channel which I am referring to is called Bolty. He's a relatively new channel, only started uploading Discord Predator Hunting within the last couple of months or so, and only has 5 videos on his channel as of today. Now, making Discord Predator videos is already a serious subject, and I feel like people don't treat it as seriously as it should be. I mean, if you think about what you're technically watching, it is very serious stuff. However, Bolty is so incapable of exposing real predators and also cares so little for the good of others that he just fakes the entire thing. This slimy little weasel is the Discord Predator Hunting genre equivalent of FouseyTube. He's not in it to apprehend predators, he's not in it to raise awareness, he's not in it for any good reason at all, as much as his obviously clickbait thumbnails and fake titles would have you believe. Let's start with his thumbnails. The people in his thumbnails are not predators at all. They are innocent people which he has simply found off of Google Images. Don't believe me? One of the pictures that he uses is of an old man, supposedly 46-year-old Chris, who he frames as this predator. Yeah, the actual place where that picture came from was from some random bloke's GoFundMe page, which was completely unrelated, by the way. It was some random person setting up a GoFundMe to fund his corrective eye surgery, so completely unrelated to predators at all. Not to mention the fact that he initially didn't even blur the faces of these people, so everyone, the hundreds of thousands of people that went to watch this video, would have seen that original photo unblurred, and who knows what kind of opinion a person would form if they'd seen this video and not been told any otherwise about the person in the thumbnail. And this was pointed out by none other than a former voice actor who did all of the voice work for every video on Bolty's channel. That's right, someone who narrates the majority of videos on Bolty's channel is now turning against him because they found out what's going on behind the scenes. As far as his videos are concerned, no one has heard his own voice on his own channel, which is actually understandable considering you wouldn't want to be heard if you were creating this kind of content and word got out that it was completely staged and fake. He knew exactly what he was doing and thus hired a narrator. The voice actor that Bolty used as a narrator is called Kai. He has a channel where he does some voice work. I actually took the time to message him personally to see if I could ask him a few questions about the Bolty situation, and he was more than helpful. He explained why in Bolty's videos there's always 3 people inside of voice calls instead of just the supposed predator and victim, and this was so Bolty could actually prompt the actors to deliver their lines. Furthermore, Kide, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, kindly sent me the screenshots of the scripts that he was sent by Bolty, as well as the 2 other voice actors that they would rehearse before hopping into a voice call and then recording the video, clearly showing what the participants were meant to say and at what point. And yes, just in case you were wondering, Kide does regret being in these videos, and he's been more than helpful in helping expose this situation. On the note of voice actors, let me just show you the voice that this supposed 46-year-old predator has.
Oh, hi. It's so good to finally hear your voice. You sound even cuter than I imagined.
Yeah. On top of the fact that he actually sounds like a 16-year-old, he couldn't make it sound any more scripted if his life depended on it. But it's not just voice actors coming forward, it's now also former server moderators of his coming forward and exposing the truth about what's really going on. Obviously, I'm not the first person to make a video about this, but I certainly hope that I am not the last, because this type of behavior is pathetic. The most shocking thing is, people actually believe this. Even after the obviously fake thumbnails, the fictitious and unrealistic plot points, the terrible voice acting, they are gobbling it up and treating it like he's the next Chris Hansen, when in reality, he is just a deceptive rat. And for those of you who have the argument of, well, so what if it's fake? It's entertaining. There's a very fine line between entertaining and deception. I have no more words for you. His content is fake and he is a liar. Period. Fake content has always been prevalent on YouTube, and it will continue to be for as long as YouTube exists. It's tricking people and deceiving them into believing something is real for personal monetary gain. However, fake content is not something that we should have to tolerate on a subject as serious as child predators. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think of this whole situation. And my message to Bolty, if you are watching this, is stop. It's pathetic, and the people who watch you now will one day wise up and see you for who you are, a liar.